Hello, this is Nate Short with Windermere Real Estate, and welcome to my July 2014 short report where we're going to go over what's happening in the local real estate market. So let's get right to it. This is the heat map that I show at the beginning every month. As you can see, it continues to be red. We've been in the red for about 2.5 years, but we are seeing one outlier, and that is Mercer Island, which is now at about 3.0 months supply, it looks like. So overall, the inventory on the east side, well, it's just inching up, which is the story of the month, actually. We're about 1.8 months supply, which last year we had about 1.5 months supply. So we've seen a fairly significant shift here over the last several weeks. Month-to-date closed sales, well, they're down 2%, and year-to-date we are down 9% from last year, largely due to just the lack of inventory that we've had. Our median closed sale price, well, it's up 13% from last year, and our condos are up 6%, so that's good for sellers at least. Conforming interest rates, well, they remain low at 4.125 to 4.375%, and of course they're very attractive still. If you look historically, so that's good. If we look at the historical listings by year in July, here's where we've seen the significant shift happen. Last year we had 2015 listings. Well, now we're at 2443, so that's come up. Of course, the 2015 listings were extremely low. They were historical low. So anyway, we're still low, but we're actually starting to move. Our market is starting to shift a bit. If we look just how those listings spread out, well, we had about 1,088 listings come on in the last 30 days. And between 31 and 60 days, we had 500 listings. And 61 to 90 days, we had about 290 listings. And then over 90 days, of course, there's about 20% of the market that's still either overpriced or not in the right condition. They're hanging out at the over 90-day mark. So that's somewhat interesting. Our affordability rose this past month because prices went up. Our interest rates stayed about the same, but they're right on about the 14-year average. Our historical average payment, $23.49. Well, today's payment's at $23.34, so still in good shape from that perspective. So just to kind of show some significant items here, or some things that are happening in the market here, I wanted to recap it. Our inventory has increased, again, 34% in the last 61 days. Our pending sales are even from a year ago, so not much of a change there. 76% of the residential homes sold have sold with no price changes, and half of these sold at or above full price, and another quarter of them sold below full price. So that's some interesting data. What does all this mean? I think that the market is going to start to level out here for the remainder of the year. We're going to see more homes coming on the market. As we talk to a lot of the agents, a lot of people seem to think, oh, I've got 2 or 3 or 4 listings in my pocket that are going to be coming on in the next few months. I think people are sensing that with the increase in prices, they have more equity, and they are wanting to make that change that maybe they've been putting off for some time. So that has some repercussions for buyers. I think they're going to have more selection and fewer competitive situations over the next several months, and sellers will need to price their homes to the market and be careful not to overprice. So this is definitely not a market that you want to get carried away in as far as overpricing. So that's where I think we're at today. It's July, and hopefully we will continue to see this market be strong over the next several months. But there are some changes looking on the horizon. So call me if you have any questions. My phone number, 425-891-5842, and I thank you for all your referrals. Have a great summer.